Hello, this is Steven Johnson, and today on the Super Anime Turbo Review, we will take a look at reviews of Dragon Ball X Volume 9 and Beat Tomb Volume 9. So I went to pick up these two new books in March 2015, last month. So I went to pick up these two new books, Beat Tomb Volume 9 and Dragon Ball X Volume 9. So first we're going to start off with this one. Dragon Ball X Volume 9. I saw the Dragon X anime on April 8th, and I saw it, the first episode. I was stung. Wow, this is a very good show. I'm going to watch this. With all the boobs bouncing, all that stuff. So this is Dragon X Volume 9 in the front, the side, and even, of course, in the back. And there is a poster, which I'm trying to, which is very nice, by the way. I like it. Just a reminder. So, Dragon Ball Volume 9, it's about when these two were captured by, after the Volume 8 was, the female detective was captured by the group of Yakuza gang. They were, of course, dead by Yakuza gang. And even, of course, that after they went to the tunnel, the strongest nurse were there. And then those two twins, called, what's their names again? I forgot, is, Kuro and Ken, the superpower twins, that's their names. And then the nurse will go off against, and she will go on against those two, fighting the battles like over there. Well, suddenly, huge attackments, and then she decided to, uses her strength as a coffin to things to block her fighting skills before. And she thought about this one, and her super strength was created by this guy here, who created the two twin strengths after all. Now the fight was went on for right now. Meanwhile, right after that she was trying to explain to this. After that, meanwhile, the detective one was captured by this one, who was in the dungeon. She was forced to talk to her about the secret plans and all. Force her. Anyway. Then the detective was realized that where should be having gone. And this one says that, no, I would have stopped for this. I have to do something. Suzura. And she has to save her. He has to save her before she will turn into a drug user. Anyway, this is one of the amazing things about the Volume 9. Now, after that, while she was trying to look for a clear shot to try to make sure of it. Until then, the helicopter came and told this hacker girl give her the finger, which is right there. Which is one of my favorites right now. And she says, the hatch is open. Until then, she decided to throw some bombs around. And meanwhile, the fight still goes on between those two. Started to fight and hit each other's one-on-one. Hit each other. And even, of course, they said that you are dead. And then she decided to push her and like that. Like Mortal Kombat. And the still part of the fights and other stuff like that. And call it sister. Meanwhile, came out of nowhere, the man with the spear saved those two. They saw the block and then they ran off. Meanwhile, after that started to expose her, some you-know-what, this guy shot him in the head like that. This is one of the things I like. And then after that, he decided to save her. Until then, this woman came and grabbed his head, trying to kill him. Tried to like that. And then all the women tried to run him free. He said, "What is that for?" Like that. They were all drugged. Then after that, she was still alive and her mask was broken. She fought a good fight. And they were escaped. Meanwhile, at the hospital, we will not do. They went to have a fun at the let's see. It's bath time for those two to take a rest, which is kind of nice, awesome. If you guys really want to enjoy this book of the Volume 9, maybe you should read it. If you guys really love this, make sure you got this. It's out right now. If you guys really enjoy reading this book, you really do. Now let's check out one of my favorite parts of the book. Let's see. Nope. This one is one of my favorites, and this one is one of my favorites. And if I could just find one, which is, this is one of my favorite parts, panty shot. And also, which one's my favorite part? Let's see. If only I could find. This is one of my favorites as well. Grabbed. And this one is one of my favorites on most of it. This is my favorite. And this one, and if I could just find one. Oh yes, and this one as well. And also, this is one of my favorites. At the end, there's this mysterious girl. I don't know who she is. But once this Volume 10 comes out, we will let you know. Up next is the B-Toon Volume 9, which is one of the most favorites of all time. It's like the Hunger Games, and even of course the I forgot. Let's see, Battle Royale. So you have the B-Toon Volume 9 in the front, the side, and even the back, which is one of my favorite books of all time of the series, and I love this one. So B-Toon Volume 9. After the... Oh man, I gotta stop scratching my head. Because I know what. Okay, I have stitches on my head, so I had to be careful. So, after the Volume 8, this guy's were, if I could just find his name, there it is. Mr. Yoshi Tamamoto, who died because he went insane. He wants to kill these two. And even a court. So the Volume 9, after this Rolito, the fat guy, was killed by her and him, they decided to settle things down, and then she decided to discover her past by that. And then it's just a normal guy or all that stuff coming out of here and all that. 9. And even the torso, that's supposed to, wait. Now the fat guy was killed by him and killed by this guy to survive. And then there was some other stuff around here. There was a few other chips around. This is one of the favorite things. Then she went to solid in her past and all of that. Her past playing B-Toon with his friend right here called Sakamoto. The world's ranked Sakamoto over here. Which is one of the favorite things about her past and talking about it. Until then, they're talking things, and then all of a sudden this, How so it's really Abako for the game. I finally caught on you. Then after that, really talking this, she was blushing and they decided to do some kissing scene. Then after that, they were having that you know what. Then this happened like, and this guy appeared, which is on the screen. Meanwhile, they were discovering that something went wrong with the transmitters of the games were totally broke off. Till then, they went on an investigation to go to the island to fix the problem. Meanwhile, this psychopath kid shows up. He saw all the few things that reminds it of his past. Of all of it, talking about this game company called Dragons, those damn dragons used them to play the game of the B-Tomb on the trap on this island. So the guys decided to hunt down the boy. In a few months, they're attacking him, throwing some stuff at him before they're gonna hunt him down. Then the man discovered that there's a beep right here, but he didn't know that there was a kid down there throwing some bombs. So, after that, after searching, hunting down, then said, and then, if I could just find one, this woman appeared and jumped on his face, which is one of my favorite parts of all time. So after that huge talking, and then all of a sudden he starts to being captured and all that stuff, that she was telling him that hey, guess kid, do you know that she is really a popular porn star? And then this kid was starting to blush, and then this happens. This is one of my funniest parts of all time. So, if you guys really love B-Tomb Volume 9, you should read it right about now. So, it's out right now. So, if you guys enjoyed these two books, make sure you subscribe to my channel, YouTube channel /Steven Johnson. We got some fighting games, and even, of course, that I upload them every week. So this is Steven Johnson, and I'm signing out in peace. And also, knowledge is power. And next week is the Mortal Kombat X and 2 new Cardfight Vanguards.